is a roller coaster. It's unbelievable. It's so undulating. The camber of the Corndike corner. This is the final turn on the track coming down. Charlie, if you want to spin around to show onto the start-finish straight, and it just drops down. And it's very, very steep. I think the best way to show you how steep it is.
After you, after you.
It's very, very steep.
Anything for the art, Will. Anything for the art.
Oh, hurt my... yeah, it's very steep here, and it's going to be a massive challenge for all the drivers. Of course, some of them have contested it before in Formula 3, in Junior Formula, but none of them have contested it properly at racing speeds in Formula 1. Max has done a few tours of this circuit, obviously a few promo laps, but nothing real. And it's just going to be a huge, I mean, humongous challenge from the sims I've seen. It's so fast.
Yeah, and they've spent a lot of time on the sims because, like you said, they haven't got much experience here and they want to try and learn as much as possible before they come here. Friday practice, I think, is going to be pretty busy.
Yeah, quali as well should be absolutely incredible. Everybody going full pelt, full beans around this circuit should be wonderful. I know you've walked around it with Nick de Vries. What does he make of it?
Yeah, he's pretty excited by the prospect, I think, of having first the return of a Grand Prix in his home country. He thinks the support here, particularly, of course, for Max, is going to create a pretty amazing atmosphere. I think what he was talking about is the camber, you know, just is constantly changing as you're moving around this circuit. I think that's going to be a real challenge for the drivers physically and mentally. There's no breaks, like we're on this start-finish straight. Yeah. This is the longest amount of time that they get to have a break. The rest of the time, they're turning left, right, obviously it's a lot going on, and there's like really cool sections. It's really fast from 4 through to 8, where I think on the sims as well, just quick change of the direction, it looks awesome.
We're reckoning what, about a 1 minute 15 lap around here, something like that. It's going to be very, very quick. Also, the weather should improve throughout the weekend. We're expecting sun and shine all the way through the weekend. We had a little bit of drizzle in the days leading up to this, but nothing serious.
No, and it is a little bit colder than probably many of the teams might have expected. It's very windy as well, and that was the other thing that Nick was saying.
Yeah.
If the wind really picks up, because the North Sea is just over there, if it really picks up, we can see the flags fluttering in the distance on the grandstand. If that picks up, that is going to be tricky for the guys.
But it is relatively enclosed within this natural bulge. If you just look around there, the sand dunes that line the track. I mean, it is relatively enclosed.
Yeah, but I think also in the way that it can kind of suck the wind through in like sort of like a tunnel, I guess. The other interesting thing, as you mentioned, the sand dunes, is sand getting onto the circuit.
Yes.
That wind is going to blow stuff on. There's quite a few open areas, should we say, where it's actually very easy just behind us for the sand to wash onto the circuit.
It's a very old school track in nature.
And there's gravel traps.
There's gravel traps, and there's as you say, there's sand. If you get offline, actually let's go up here. If you get offline around the circuit, you're going to be kicking up this. Just sand. That's what you're kicking up. Proper sand. So yeah, it's going to be it's a proper FIFA track. I can't wait for the weekend to start.
No, and I think the drivers feel the same right now. Actually, the guys are doing their track walks and stuff. And you're probably seeing more drivers than normal coming out here doing the track walk. They're super excited for a new challenge because it's a new track that many of them haven't had the experience at before in Formula 1 machinery.
Yeah, it's going to be a great weekend. Follow us throughout the weekend, folks, of course, on social media, here on the gram, on your YouTubes and F1 TV and all of your usual places. Don't get run over, Charlie. That was close. Thanks for following along, folks. I'm going to go and get a plaster on my hip because I think there's some damage done there. Suffering for my art.
Thanks for doing that, Will. I appreciate that. Thanks for taking the hit.
And thanks for following in, folks. We'll see you later. Hit the button at the bottom now, Charlie.